Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
You can see that in writing the story now, I'm creating pictures that you can almost imagine. You are almost seeing the situation as it is happening. True or false? Good. So when you are writing your synopsis or your story, you write it with your film in mind, like you are watching the film. Yes, that's how you write a synopsis. If I read another one for you now, you see the kidnapper. And you see now the kidnapper. The shorter your title, and your title must give you an inkling to what you're writing. Sometimes you use something else that will be catchy. Angela was running to church when a car blocks her. 3 gunmen alight and abducts her or kidnap her. An eyewitness raised an alarm that somebody has been kidnapped. Angela's husband runs out and discovers that the victim is his wife. He screams and faints. I'm describing actions. Are you seeing it? Okay. I'm not talking what is in my mind. I'm describing what you can picture. So you can picture all of this that's happening now, isn't it? Good. The gang decides to give up their savage profession and give their life to God. Simple but straightforward. And you can see all this thing. All right, so this is what we have just done now. Okay, I just given you a sample of it. Now, how do you write a screenplay? A lot of people have stories, but they do not know how to write a screenplay for television, and I will show you now. Very simple. Normally, for professional writers, we use a writing software. There are several writing software. We have Final Draft, we have ZS, we have Movie, lots, many of them. But I use Final Draft because it's the most professional and it's easy to use. Now, Final Draft, what does Final Draft do for you? If you have a computer and you want to learn script writing, you have to have a Final Draft. Now, if you have a Final Draft will format the thing for you. So you don't need to know where this has to be, where this has to be. It puts it there. So now, this is Final Draft, for instance. Is your scene heading. Your scene heading in the film has to show the location, that is either outside or inside. You know why? That will guide the cameraman to know what kind of equipment he will use and what time you're shooting. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Good. So you say exterior if it's outside. Then you say interior as this one if the play is taken inside the house. Are you getting me? Then you have the location, which is here we have the veranda. If the scene is taking place in the veranda. Now here you have the parlor. Okay, fine. Then you have to tell us the time of the day. This one is exterior, veranda, day, which means that the scene is taking place during the day. Then after that, we will now have in brackets, we call this the cast list, and we'll call this the scene heading. Now the cast list will show the number of people that have lines in that scene. Are you seeing it? It comes in brackets. Now, this is called action. The action is a description, a very short description of the scene you want to talk about. Now let's look at it. Sometimes a scene does not necessarily need to have dialogue. Anything that happens in a particular place is a scene. Alright? So long as there's an action there. Are you following my point? Once it leaves, if we are doing something here now, and we now decide to go to the swimming pool, by the time we leave this hall to the swimming pool, that's another scene. Are you getting my point? And you label it as scene 2. Alright? Alright, so now we have here, just look at this scene now, which is scene. And it's in the parlor of the house, and the time is daytime. And the reason why you have to put the daytime is because if the cinematographer wants to shoot, if it's night, he will know that he has to bring the lights. You have to bring in every equipment to light up the scene. But during daytime, we do need light because we have the sun. Are you getting my point? Like here. And the kind of lighting you will need, even if you are shooting inside the house, is different from when you are shooting at night. So now, you know what this is now, eh? It's called what? What is this called? The cast list. And this is called action. Action is the description of the scene. Door opens and Carol enters. If you look at it now, as I'm writing this now, you are visualizing it. You see a door open and you see Carol enter. You don't use plenty grammar to describe actions. Good. And after that, an action takes place. And now I have to describe the action. She takes the broom. You see what I'm describing is action. Yeah? Good. She takes the broom and follows the sound of the mosquito. Yeah? She whips and misses. You are seeing the action now. She whips and she misses. She runs after the mosquito, pursuing it around the house. It's the man. First, just as Carol whips with the broom, he ducks, narrowly missing being hit. Nebu, Chineke. That's another thing you want to know. Dialogue. Dialogue formation. The dialogue in a film script is usually very short. You don't allow long lines in film script. Why? Because it is called motion picture. The picture should tell the story, not the words in film. You follow me? Good. Chineke, Carol, you won't blind my eye. Carol now talking. You see, Nebu talks, his line is under his name. Carol is talking, Carol's line comes under. Sorry, but you don't know say to enter war front. You don't know say to enter war front anyhow na danger. Are you seeing how it's going? That scene finishes. Now we go to another scene. You label the scene and continue like that. Under that is the cast list, those who have lines in the play, right? Okay? Good. And then at the end of each scene, you have the cut. Now, it's not only cut you can use. Because I click my here and I click twice, you see, and I click transition. That's why final draft is good. And if I click transition, it will take me in there. If I type fade, it will give me fade in, fade out, fade to black. Yeah? I can choose which one I want to use. If I type C, for instance, I will have cut to, you see? If I have B, for instance, it will give me all that I need here. See? You have fade to black. You have jump cut to. Where do you use jump cut? A scene is there and a scene is here. Like in a restaurant, for instance. Some people are eating there and two lovers are proposing there. You can take the lovers ones and you come back to these people who are looking at them to kidnap one of them. Are you getting my point? This one we talk, this one we talk. So you jump cuts to them. You have back to. Let's assume, for instance, now we have a flashback of what has happened before. We are discussing it and saying, last time I met you, it was, we had a good time together. As I'm still talking, we now go to the flashback when maybe I was still staying. Then by the time we finish that scene, which is the flashback that happened yesterday, or day before yesterday, or last year, we now cut back to the present where we are discussing the discussion. So that's the format for writing a film script. You understand it? Is it clear?